Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depending on what it is, depending where you are. As you well know, if you're watching this, my name is Kate. I am trying to survive today in the aisle completely alone. It's not like this is brand new. I do it all the time. But it's dramatic today because I'm used to playing with other people and because I felt like being dramatic. So today, yeah, I'm going to just survive as a raptor all by myself. And I'm going to maybe try to challenge myself to be a little bit more entertaining as a raptor, like once I get in game. And go to places where people actually are. So definitely still be trying to survive, obviously. But I might be trying to survive whilst also not avoiding people as much as I normally do. And I can't really decide what skin, but I'm kind of thinking this one. Purple, blue, green, yellow one. So I think we're going to go with this. And hi, review. Hello, hello. I promised someone that I would stream today. I'm really knackered actually, and I would like to just go to bed, but I promised, and I keep my promises, and I'm also eating chocolate. And I can't go to sleep and eat chocolate at the same time. Wow, scum. So rude. But oh my god, it's scum. Hello, scum. Where's your fucking video, bitch? I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Can't believe how long you make me wait. Paladin mode? What's that? What's paladin mode? Sorry, now there was like a wee bit of caramel on my hands and it was sticky, so. Swallow before you speak, little sister. Okay, I swallowed. I'm so good at swallowing. But anyway, where's your fucking video, scum? Is it uploaded yet? Just that you made an oath and are keeping it. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's too unusual for me to keep my oath assists. But why is that? I just heard like a deer. Oh, what's this? There's something. It's a big deer. I wonder if I can get it. I don't think I can. I think it'll keep bucking me. Oh. I hear another raptor. I hear a pig. Please don't run into the water. Ah! Why does it sound like a pig sometimes? What is it? I can't see anything through all these bushes. I think I can hear it running in this direction. See, this is the struggle with being utterly alone. Now I've got to somehow kill this thing. Die, you foul beast. Oh! Did you see what just happened? I took so much damage from falling. Oh my god. You stupid fat deer. Snorting like a pig. When will it die? Oh. Keel over. And of course it's not taking full damage. I think I'm gonna starve to death before it dies. Do you think I'm hitting it? Oh, thank God. This is ridiculous! I love you, scum. Goodbye. Wait, what's happening? Oh. That was dreadful. But at least I have diet now. I've got S diet, a lot of it. And we've made our first kill. And I'm gonna sit, like right here. because I know I'll be hungry again in just a moment. And then I will eat a wee bit more, and then I'll move on to the next spot. Yes, venison time. Magical steak. Okay, no, not at midnight. Not these noises. Yeah, no, yeah. But anyway, how are you doing, Review? I just got off work, and like the whole time I was at work, I was twirling my hair because I have a tendency to stem a lot and like just twirl my hair. And so now my hair, which is normally in like, you know, hundreds of little curls, or like medium sized curls rather, is now in just one gigantic long curl because I've been twisting it. Where's your Discord announcement, bestie? Oh, I guess I should do that really quickly. Here, I'll just do it from my phone. There it is. Excuse me, I cough. I stream. Tra la la. How's that, review? Is that better? Review says, I'm okay, trying to write out a puppet play sitch about the flow of capital in an economy and how it leads to the military industry complex for a music video ting. No biggie. That actually sounds complex. But if I'm being honest, everything sounds complex to me, so. But it sounds difficult either way. I dropped my meat sliver. Hi, Missy Jessie. We are so back right now. We are so back. I'm back from work. I am tired. And you know what's really funny? The person I promised that I would stream for today is not here. So the part of me that was like, I just want to go home and go to bed, wants to die right now. Why are there two S's? Maybe because the meat sliver that I dropped? Yeah. Weird that I was in just the perfect spot to pick it up. Do ceratops or do not? Ceratops. There is no triceratops. You're right, there is no triceratops. There is only dibble ceratops. Dibble ceratops. Devil hornhead. Do do do. We are so back, we are so back, back we are so. No! Back we so are. Back we are so. I'm growing so fast that I don't want to just like leave this deer here because food is so hard to get at this age. So I'm sticking with my deer, but sorry, I know it's boring for me to just sit here and look beautiful and eat. Eat. I was actually considering doing some Elden stuff today. But the person that I promised that I would stream for today likes the Isle. So I thought, I'll just do the Isle. So very back. We most certainly are. Yes, indeed, so very back we most certainly are. Inveritably, darling. It's elementary, my dear. But yeah, no, I'll move from this spot in just a moment. I just want to take full advantage of my fallen deer that I worked so hard for. Why are deer so hard to kill when you're a fresh spawn? That's ridiculous. Oh, I dropped chocolate. I don't want to call them out because I don't want to like have someone be angry at me. I'm so fearful of people's wrath. You know. Tis indeed. It's okay, you don't have to call them out. Oh, well now I really want to. Now I really want to, but I'll be really honest with you. Don't tell them, but I've forgotten their name. That's why I'm not calling them out. I'm making it sound like, you know, I'm conflict averse and all this other stuff. But the reality is I've forgotten their name. Oops. I feel like me forgetting their name is as blast as it gets. Blasted out of memory. So I have some tea for you guys. Now, I'm not putting this person on blast, but it's tea, and I don't know what to make of it, and I guess we'll just talk it on stream because I'm a messy bitch. Guess who is sending me a friendship request on Discord, and I can't figure out why. Guess. You'll never guess. You've probably forgotten this person exists. Guess who's sending me a friend request on Discord? That thus far I have ignored, and I think I will continue to ignore because I think inviting this person back into, you know, communicative contact is just going to, because this person and I, like, we don't see eye to eye, we frequently argue, and it's just toxic. Yes, I think you know too, Revu. I think you know too. But yeah, it's happening, and I don't know what to think about it. Because on the one hand, I'm like, you know, well, maybe this person just, you know, really valued the possibility of our friendship and la 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 la. And then I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about? So who knows? Yes, there's tea. There's always tea with me. I'm so messy. Look at all these dead skeletons that have been dead for a really long time. I'm in danger and I'm just hanging out. I need to go. I need to go. Please don't tell me there's like land Dino around here or something. Land Dino. Oh, I hear a piggy, which I'm not going to mess with right now. What I'm going to hope to get over here are some tacos. That'll be good for me. Yeah, I'm hesitant to put this person on blast as well. But I mean, they're from the Elden Ring era of my content. So I have a feeling they don't watch my streams anymore. And if they do, I certainly can't sort out why they would. Maybe they're like dinosaurs and I just never knew that. But the point is that this is happening and I don't know how to handle it. I don't know what I should do. Because part of me wants to just be friendly and just like accept it and be like, hi! But then the other part of me is like, don't do that, that's so stupid. Like, if you made yourself inaccessible to this person, you've probably done that for a reason, right? So I think we'll leave it there. So if you are that person and you're listening to this, know that at the very least, I toiled. There was inner conflict. But ultimately, you know, things happened the way they did because I was looking out for myself, and I'll be looking out for myself now as well. So, thank you, but no thank you. echo. Tyler. That would be really funny. Yes, it's Tyler because I always ban Tyler. So actually Tyler is a really good answer. At least if, you know, you're trying to sort out someone that makes sense. Tyler is actually the best answer because, you know, I ban him constantly. A constant ban situation. But I did not ban this person or block them. All I did is unfriend on Discord and then hide their like presence on my channel or whatever so that they can't instigate me or upset me in any way. So what I did was very, very neutral, but it, you know, is effective. But it was not hostile. And, you know, I don't want to be hostile to anyone. I just, I struggle with social situations. And, you know, wanting to make good moral choices and be kind to people and stuff like that. But I also feel like, you know, I also have to be kind to me, and some people just aren't compatible. And you know, some people don't mind having constant like arguments or you know, like little exchanges that are disrespectful. They don't see that as a big deal because they're like, ah, you know, I'm joking or whatever other thing. But I actually don't like being slighted consistently. I don't like someone talking down to me. And in fact, I have very little tolerance for that. So if I think it's happening, then I'm just going to avoid that person. And if the other person thinks that I'm doing that to them, or, you know, accuses me of something that I don't think I'm guilty of, then also I will just avoid them because, for one, I don't want to be accused of things I'm not guilty of. But for two, I can't think and pounce at the same time. But for two, because if I am guilty of it, then I'm embarrassed and I feel bad. So, anyway, long story short, don't be offended, but I'm going to avoid scary situations, I think is the right answer for me. I can't believe I'm talking about this on stream. I'm so weird. I think in not accepting the friend request and avoiding contact, you're doing the most relatively kind thing that you can do to the person in that scenario, I think. I mean, I think so too, but the person might disagree. They probably think I'm, you know, a rotten hag. But I'm okay with that because the whole reason I'm leaving it like this is because I think they think I'm a rotten hag anyway. And I can't sort out why they would want to speak to a rotten hag. And maybe they don't think I'm a rotten hag and that's why they want to speak to me. And I'm being like a certain type of way. But if that's the case, then this person, you know, my response to this person is being this certain type of way, which is toxic, right? So then I should just leave it like it is. So no matter what, I feel like I've made the right decision. Whether, you know, it's my character flaws or theirs or both of ours. You know, I do think I've made the proper decision. So this skin is so pretty because it does have purple, but the purple is very subtle because really it just looks black until, you know, the proper lighting is on it. I think I'm gonna take one more bite and then piss off because I don't want to fight a Carno, and you know it's very close by, so if it smells my piggy it might come to eat some of it. And I still feel like I'm small enough that I don't really want to fight over food. That's so fully not your problem, bestie. Oh, thank you, Revu. That's ultimately what I was telling myself as well. I was like, basically, I saw this and I was like, I feel like I've made my decision about this already, and I should just stick to it. So I agree with you. Yeah, I think it's pretty. I think it's pretty. Rock actually made this skin. He did a good job, didn't he? He did a good job. I just heard a noise that sounded like a dog. And I've never heard that noise in this game before. We do. We stand Rock. Rock is a good person. We have to be super supportive to Rock, by the way, because Rock can't have a cat because people in his family are like allergic, and he's still living at home while he's a student. So he can't have a cat, but he's very friendly with his friends' cats, you know, that are like indoor outdoor cats. And he recently lost one to unknown circumstances, and then literally just yesterday lost another. And so he's been very sad that, you know, two of his friends in a short period of time have lost their lives. So we mourn with Rock and we support Rock, and we're sorry for his loss. His losses. I'm gonna make sure that I don't have any reason to believe that there's something living in there. Okay. Yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad. So, and sorry for just slapping the mic, but it's very sad. So whenever you see him, just give him lots of support. I think the next time I'm going to stream with him, I think, is Thursday night. It depends because he's having finals all this week. And so I think he's probably under quite a lot of stress between that and, you know, the kitties situation. So, I don't know when he'll be around next, but hopefully soon-ish. And that's why I wanted to make my title as like so dramatic, because I'm like, I'm utterly alone, you know. And then I can probably guilt trip someone later over this and be like, how could you, darling? How could you leave me alone? I'm really good about that. I'm really good about weaponizing my state of loneliness. And see, that's how I know that I'm a bad person. I think I'm really sleepy is what's going on, and so I'm saying a lot of things like that maybe a drunk person would say, and not sober Kate. Sober Kate would never say like half the things I have said, but drunk Kate would. And drunk Kate and delirious Kate are very similar Kates. Oh, Nightingale? Yeah, I'll be doing more streaming with Tweaks soon too. Nightingale and other games, and I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but there's a game called Madrigora or something like that. Madrigora. I'm also going to be playing that game. I bought it and installed it, so I'll be doing that by myself, but I'm nervous because it's nothing like anything I would normally play, and especially doing it by myself, so I'm like super nervous about it. And really, if I'm being honest, being a raptor is kind of my comfort zone, so I just keep doing this. And it's, you know, what I'm enjoying, so so I think my instincts just want to be a raptor, but you know, I'm trying to be interesting, trying to branch out, trying to do other things. Nobody really liked... Oh! Ah! It's a pig! Nobody seemed to really like South of Midnight. So, like it got very few views. Hi, Tyler. So, I don't know if that's a signal for me to continue doing stuff like that or to avoid doing stuff like that. But I'm gonna try it anyway, just because I like to try things. Hi, Tyler. Hi, Tyler. So as you can see, it wasn't Tyler because he's here. He is here. It was not Tyler. Yes, ban Tyler instantly upon his arrival. Instantly, darling. Oh. I actually don't know where this leads, so I'm a little bit curious. Curiouser and curiouser. I think this goes to 4. Yeah, I think that's what this is. Oh, that's a little foggy. Oh, there's 2 little foggies. There's the potential for me to be eaten here if I try to cross. So I think what I'll do is give it a really good sniff. And if I don't smell any death or see any fish, and I don't, And I'm just gonna run for it, and then when I get over there, I'll jump. There's tons of fish! Why couldn't I see them from there? And not only that, but I was running, and so I could not jump. Oh! I can't believe I made that. Did you, Jessie? Good. I'm glad, you know, at least a couple of people did. Because, you know, people were telling me that they liked it. But I noticed whilst I was streaming it, and then, you know, of course afterward, it just, like, nobody's really watching it. So I just thought maybe nobody really likes it. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It was really good writing, really good story, beautiful game. It's why I keep, like, sort of promoting it. Because it's just so well done. I really, really liked it. And I feel like not very many people are really talking about it. Or trying it or experiencing it. But it really was like a beautiful game. Oh yeah, Revu, no. I support that. I actually said that while I was streaming it. So if that's the reason why, like, nobody's watching it, then I'm happy with that, actually. Because it's like it's a very worthwhile experience, in my opinion. So I support your decision. I just heard a Pachycephalosaurus, and I think it was coming from the direction that I'm going in, and I hate that. I really don't want to be ambushed by a Pachycephalosaurus. So maybe I'll just run this way. But yeah, Madrigora looks really good as well, because it looks story driven and it has tons of voice acting, and I think that's kind of what it's leaning on. And the voice acting sounds like exceptionally good. So if you pay like really good voice actors, and that's like a big focus of your game, most of the time it's because you have like the writing to back it up. And if I'm being honest, that's sort of the impression that I'm getting from Madrigora. So I definitely want to give it a go. So I'm probably going to be streaming that very, very soon. And today is my first of 7 days off. So I'm probably going to do it really soon, like tonight or tomorrow or something like that. But if you're one of the quiet lurking people in the background who's like, why is this bitch talking about everything except for what she's doing in this game? Don't worry, like, I'm obsessed with the Isle. I'm obsessed with being a raptor. That's not changing anytime soon. But I just want to do other things as well, including get back into Elden Ring a teensy weensy bit. And of course, you know, continue to support my friends who, you know, still make Elden Lore videos. You know, lots of people were coming to like a head for a while and basically saying like, you know, there's nothing left to say. there's nothing left to talk about, blah blah blah, when it, in regard to Elden Ring lore. But literally all my friends are still going strong. Jack is uploading a lot, like all the time, of Elden Ring. Scum is still very regular in his, making his theory craft and uploading his big long videos. Nameless is still doing beautiful videos. So like everybody's still doing their thing. So I don't think it's as dry a spell for Elden lore as I've heard some people talking about it being. Yeah, there's still like really rich contributions out there. And then there's this guy named Storm King. I don't agree with him 100%, but I don't agree with anybody 100%. And he's good. Like, he's good. In fact, he's really good for watching him as like a box set with Nameless and Scum, because their theories are similar enough that it really helps you decide, between the three, like, do you see things differently than them, or like the same? And one of the biggest reasons why I enjoy listening to other people talk about lore is because people can have ideas that I don't have or can't have, or people think differently than me. And so I'm always like really fascinated by like the angles that certain people can look at things from. And that's one of the biggest reasons why for so long I was such a big fan of like Kite Tails and Jack, for example, because their perspectives are very unique, and definitely very divergent from like the mainstream lore ideologies. But then you get into people like Scum and Nameless and Tarnished Archaeologist and Storm King, and now you're talking about people. Oh, and he only has 2 videos, but there's a guy, Something Onion. Incredible. Like, these people are incredible. I feel like they're like a subgenre of Elden Ring, where very few people make like the same quality of content. It really feels to me like it's just Nameless and Scum and Storm King and Tarnished Archaeologist. Just really talented people. But anyway, long story short, there's still rich new submissions making their way onto the internet. It's very impressive. What is happening? Nasty piggy. I think I've made my way back in a direction I don't want to be. And hello people popping into the chat. Hi, Walking with Birds. Hi, Anna. Jadara. Anna Jadara. But yeah, so Elden lore. I have some plans. I don't know if you guys will care about these plans at all, but over the years, I just heard Amaya. But anyway, over the years, months, time that I've been creating Elden streams. I have talked about a lot of things that nobody knows, what I've said because nobody has seen my streams. Um, and that's perfectly fine. But I feel like I won't have to talk about it again if I employ the cunning use of video editing and I craft videos of streams, heavily edited that get to the point on certain things, and of course, like, I can like voice over to complete ideas or make some ideas more succinct, blah blah blah. Anyway, my point is, I've been thinking about going back and doing, making some videos out of the lore streams that I've done, where like the topics are more succinct, because I do a lot of like digression and shit talking and talking the tea and talking about random things and personal things and blah 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 blah. And if we could just cut all of that out and just get to the core of the ideas, I think it would be kind of cool for me to upload some of my own Elden Lore stuff, and it might just give me ideas of how to start crafting the Isle lore when it finally feels like the right time for it. For me, this is cool. I don't think I've ever been to this area. Hi, Tweaks. Yeah, succinct. Succinct. Windmills. What does windmills hair mean? Keys jangle in your pocket. Words jangle in your head. Why did summer come so quickly? Was it something that you said? Lovers walk along the shore, leave their footprints in the sand. Is the sound of distant drumming just the fingers of your hand? Pictures hanging in the hallway and the fragment of a song. I've remembered names and faces, but to who do they belong? And you knew that it was over. You were suddenly aware that the autumn leaves were turning to the color of his hair. Oh yes, the absolutely impossible sing in tempo bridge. LOL. Yeah. Yes. Yes, review. Not me, I cannot do it. It was so hard. It was like, it was hard. I obviously I couldn't do it. That's why I didn't do it. It was so hard. Okay, let's see. Ba-doop, ba-doop. Wait, how many people? Oh my god, the server's full. I'm gonna die. Am I gonna die? Later, gator. Oh, okay, Tyler. I'll be sure to ban you on the way out. Ban you on the way out. How's my volume, by the way? Am I louder or quieter, or do I sound the same? Because I did adjust my mic volume, and I'm hoping there's an improvement. What I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to make it so I don't feel like I have to shout so much when I'm streaming, because I would like to just relax when I'm streaming. And I've noticed that I'm always using my stage voice when I'm streaming, and then what ends up happening is tons of vocal fry, and then I listen back on it and I'm like, I can't believe that I, number one, exhaust my voice like this for hours, and number two, that I sound this way. I would like to just relax while I'm streaming. Turn up the storm. Hi, one. You only come when there's a storm. I think the storms summon you. And I'm fairly certain it's because, like, I don't know. It's the island you're from. You're exactly as loud as you need to be, darling. Oh, thank you, Edith. We hear you over the game, but the game is still audible. Brilliant. Okay. Alright. I'm not going to stay with the pig. I am going to find the water, which I'm fairly certain is quite near, and just top up my water, and then kind of stay hidden in this area. You think you are the storm that is approaching? One is the spirit of the storm. Juno, the Stormbringer. Yes. Yes, one. All of that applies to one. 100%. Is this a safer place to drink? Maybe I'm less likely to be noticed if I'm half in a bush. What say you? So I've been considering making chicken cordon bleu, for supper today. Chicken cordon bleu. Because I'm always thinking ahead, but you know what with all of the like FDA cuts and stuff like that, I'm starting to become really afraid of buying anything from American farms. And so I have been getting my meat from the Asian market, and I have been buying Tiki Cat for my cats again, which they like it, but they do prefer Fancy Feast. But I've been buying Tiki Cat again, and the reason why I'm not buying American is not because I'm trying to protest America and all this other stuff. That doesn't make any sense. The reason why I'm doing it is because if the FDA regulations aren't being upheld, like up to standard, then it puts us at risk for like botulism with everything canned, and E. coli and salmonella with anything that has anything to do with chicken, and all manner of foodborne illness. And I recently got sick, and I I can't deal with this, you guys. And so I'm not going to. So I'm just going to spend the extra money to put my cats back on something that gets regulated in another country properly before it comes here. So if you guys want to know how to avoid botulism and E. coli and bad food with the FDA not working properly in the US, you should buy food that gets regulated in other countries and imported here first. So yes, there's going to be tariff costs on those foods. They will be very expensive. But this is how you ensure you keep your family safe. So I'm paying the extra costs because I will crumble if I feed my cats and they die of like kidney or liver failure from it. I will crumble. So I'm not willing to let that happen to my babies. So it is the very expensive food for them. And hi, Walking with Birds. Hello, welcome back again. So yeah, so that there's a lot of things to be concerned about right now. And, you know, my babies take the highest priority for me. And Walking with Birds, you know, you're the reason I'm even streaming today. I was knackered and I wanted to go to bed so badly, but I promised you that I would stream, and so I'm here. So you get your ass back in here and you watch me, you cheeky little git. Let's see, if I were the tinfoil hat and conspiratorial sort, I would think tariffing other countries and then lowering the quality of your own product is by design. Ahem, ham, ham. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, especially trying to convince people to drink raw milk. Yeah, there's something definitely very stupid going on. There's a lot of rampant stupidity right now, but I just feel like I'm a mother to my cats and I have to take care of them. So if spending more money on food regulated in other countries is what I have to do, then that's what I'm going to do. And buying from the Asian market is actually, weirdly, it has been very beneficial because now I'm making more trips to the Asian market, and so I'm having more like gochujang and more miso, and I love these things, and more like glass noodles, and you know, I'm having more soups, which, you know, it is what it is. But having more soup means I'm having more water, and that's a thing that I need. Oh, there's a little baby raptor. Oh, look, it's a little baby raptor. I'm not alone. Is that what it sounds like when you do it, Tweaks? Death to robots. Yeah. Picture Mr. Krabs laugh from SpongeBob. Oh, okay. I can't believe I met a little baby raptor, you guys. What are the odds that there's a little baby raptor coming to eat my piggy? Tonkatsu. I'm so sleepy. I am so sleepy. Is this Raptor also purple? I think this Raptor is also purple. You were always more of a Final Fantasy kid, weren't you? Trying to backtrack and maybe find where that piggy went and hunt the piggy. Two purple raptors on a hill, feeling eepy looking for a kill. It's true, and this gameplay is really chill. If I were better at PvP, I would do it for a thrill. Okay, no, the rhythm is all off there. But yeah. Anyway, okay, I'm done. I give up, you win. I'm rubbish. I quit. I forfeit. And avoiding every single crocodile. Oh yeah, I remember that. Wonder if we should go after that Troodon. But there's probably like tons of them over there. And they're trying to bait us. I wonder what death is doing. Death to robots. She's super cautious. What game are we talking about? Hollow Knight? I've never heard of it. There's a goat. There's two goats. Well, listen, darlings. The person who was begging me to stream has showed up twice and left when I didn't immediately say hello to them. And I am really, really knackered. So I think there's so much food out here. But I do think I'm gonna log out very shortly. I'm just so eepy. Oh, that was the goat. I'm so eepy. Okay, I asked if I should play Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 and go straight to Elden Ring. Ooh, one, Elden Ring. Bro, when you finally do start playing Elden Ring, let me play with you. I am so obsessed with Elden Ring and I can't find anybody to play with, and I don't like playing it by myself. Shut up, Tweaks, I don't like it. But I also can't, continuously drag the same person through it as much as I want to play it, because they will burn out and delete the game forever. Okay, I will go to sleep, but first you have to promise to play Elden Ring with me! But it's not quite there spiritually. Oh. Oh, my Raptor friend. I'll tell her. Okay, I'm running because I'm so EP. I'm gonna find a nice cozy little spot and I'm gonna curl up and go to sleep. And I'm gonna end the stream because I'm so EP. It's an official server. It's NA2 West. Why are you wanting to stream snipe me? I'm gonna be logged out before you get here, so there. Huh. Alright, here we go. Alright everyone, thank you for tuning in. Sorry I'm not sticking to it for hours like I normally would. I'm just so knackered. I just got off work. But thank you for watching, for those of you who have popped in, and thank you to my friends who have all popped in and been supportive and lovely. And I will be back once I've slept. I hope you all have a lovely day, and I will talk to you all very, very shortly.